is why you log on it like you're a flame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on my Twitch and my other YouTube channel. Those links are down below. Also my Patreon, where I have more content on there that I don't post here.
Jason mask is off, but my face is plastered in Tabasco sauce. Spitting flames, kicking fire out your ass. You little, you can pass it on. I'm battery acid, dog. You don't want to get my ass ticked off. I'm harder than playing basketball while I'm going through crack withdrawal.
Today I'm going to be reacting to LL Cool J featuring Eminem. The song's called Murdergram.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the road killing stop to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power that make a coward surrender as I devour contenders.
Oh my gosh. I don't think that I've ever reacted to LL Cool J before, but I definitely have heard of him, and I've probably even heard some of his songs, but I couldn't name any of them or say much about them. His voice just kind of sounds familiar, and I'm sure I've heard something before, but I can't recall anything. I really like how he came in because I think his voice is really nice and already has lots of rhyme schemes in there. And they're pretty strong too. His voice already kind of sounds old school. I don't know if I'm saying that to be biased or if I'm just making it up in my head, because I know the name LL Cool J is clearly an older school rapper, but I also think that how he's already delivering his lines, or I guess his lyricism, is kind of painting a picture for you. And I do feel like that's something just off the top they kind of maybe used to do a little bit more in the past with old school rap.
I'm on another bender, drunk off the power that make a coward surrender as I devour contenders. Talking foul whoever, your head is about to get severed. Then about to with pleasure, I'm pouring out, I'm a redder. Homies, I won't forget them, so tap the bottle and pour it. Supermodels, I ignore them later on, it's like pouring reincarnation of the Ripper. I give stitches and chest snippers. Cinderellas get propelled out their glass slippers.
Oh my goodness. Because he uses specific words like Cinderella, you're already picturing what she looks like, which is really good because he didn't use something vague like princess. He's using very specific things, so it's easy to paint a picture with whatever he's telling you. Reincarnation of the Ripper, I give stitches and chest zippers. Not only does that sound really good together because it clearly rhymes, but it's also really artistic and kind of abstract. So you know what he's saying, but it's also really artsy. And the words are kind of fun because he's rhyming zipper and ripper. So it makes sense because, oh, the reference to the Ripper and what he's saying with zippers, chest zippers, it's just a clever way of saying stitches.
Give stitches and chest zippers. Cinderellas get propelled out their glass slippers. Time is ticking, giving ass whippers. How we keep the cash slipping.
I can't understand a single word you're saying. I think you have syrup brain. About to finish you like polyurethane. All that
Eminem's just immediately coming into the song. It kind of makes me think maybe there's not a chorus. So since it's LL Cool J's song and Eminem's already coming in, there's probably going to just be a back and forth. So I might pause a little weird in the song now that I'm expecting there not to be a chorus. It's probably going to be really full with lyricism.
I can't understand a single word you're saying. I think you have syrup brain. About to finish you like polyurethane. All that Molly Poly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. This the murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit fire, that is why you log on it like you're a flame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away.
Farmers like insurance claims is so funny. And also it tying to boulevard because cars ride on streets, so the whole thing is so clever. I mean, polyurethane, syrup brain, he has internal rhyme schemes, and they're also just really unique words. What even is polyurethane? I feel like I should look it up, and it probably still has a relation to syrup or something that happens if you breathe it. Like, it's just all really clever and deep. And he's just starting off. Also, it's interesting that it's LL Cool J's song again, and Eminem's the one who dropped the title or the name of the song, because he's the one who said Murdergram. So I thought that was interesting too. I feel like it makes it stand out more. I mean, maybe they didn't name the song yet, and whenever he heard Eminem's verse, whenever he first comes in, that's actually why he named it this song, but I don't really know how it works. I just thought that that would be cool if he named it after that verse from Eminem.
As far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a cake.
And that's on everything, but she love my heavy chain.
Katrina? Low and lean. Oh my gosh! Like the wind blowing and then house is leaning? I don't even know! I just feel like that's crazy. Like, is that what he meant? That has to be what else? Yeah, like wind blowing Katrina, but blowing. Get her a cane because of the first meaning, but hurricane. So how do you even come up with that?
Just blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a cake.
And that's on everything. She love my heavy chain, my yellow diamond shining. Got a whipping like lemon meringue. Slipping in front of the gang, she slipping inside of the range. Quick to go out with a bang. It's like I threw out a grenade.
Oh, the line got her whipping like lemon meringue, I think is clever because whipping makes me think of whipped cream because he's describing a dessert that probably often has whipped cream with it. And he said the word yellow, which you think of lemons and this dessert being yellow. So it's just painting a whole picture for you too.
She's slipping inside of the range, quick to go out with a bang. It's like I threw out a grenade. Once you pull up in this when the killing will begin, you feel me pulling up the skin. I really came to get it and deliver murdergrams. Turn over your ambulance, 30 bullets in advance. Candlelight and crime fans, we gon' win it by a land. Slide up behind you, testing my rifle, get blessings from my disciples. Professional, I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Me and Moses doing murders with dirty burners. Break them down and melt them in the furnace.
The reference, I'm sorry, I clearly heard more than just that one line, but the 8 miles and then Marshall. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a little shout out, I guess, to the 8 Mile. I don't know as much about LL Cool J, but one thing that I really like about Eminem and know about him is that he has a lot of throwaway rhymes. And I just noticed that LL Cool J was doing that with burners. Because he didn't have to throw it in there. He already has murders and furnace. And that goes together, but he threw in burners just because it sounds good in the middle.
With dirty burners, break them down and melt them in the furnace.
Unapologetic and we're gonna cause a headache. $1 about to set it. We about to murder Gram and any one of y'all can get it.
So you might as well forget it. Either way you will regret it. Cemeteries where you're headed. The message in the chorus, you bastards got nothing for us.
Okay, there's the chorus. I was wondering, I was like, wait, is this the chorus? It sounds really catchy, and he's kind of almost like singing. And then he even calls it out as the message in the chorus. At first I thought that he had said, don't listen to the chorus because he was talking about how the real message is somewhere else. But it does actually help having lyrics because I saw that that's not what he said. What's great too about this song is it sounds really early 2000s. Again, I can't really reference a lot of LL Cool J stuff because I don't know him as well as Eminem. But with Eminem, it kind of sounds familiar as if he's done some type of beat or sound like da-na-na-na-na-na-na and something else that he's done, but I can't think of the actual song. It just sounds familiar.
Be thankful that we ain't beefing, we're still breathing and just leave it at that. This is me and 15 G-Unit, hop back in that back. Mobile, it ain't gonna be no more rap, it's gonna be hot.
So maybe that's also why it sounds a little bit more old school, 2000s maybe.
The message in the chorus, you bastards got nothing for us. The overlord is the Ross. I ain't talking about a rent-a-car when I'm pulling the Taurus. It's Halloween, them candy bars that get you killed in the forest. We are lyrically lawless, stack of money, artists. Start to make you forget all that slick and shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword of.
This Halloween, them candy bars will get you killed in a forest. Good, just because of the Halloween reference, you have to be careful with candy that time of year because they could be poisoned or have razor blades in them. So you just have to be careful. But I think it's also an insult to somebody else's bars and their song because he's saying them candy bars. Like they're lame. They're kind of sweet. They're not even, really good, I think. So he's just insulting what you're coming to the table with.
It's Halloween, them candy bars that get you killed in the forest. We are lyrically lawless, stack of money, artists. Start to make you forget all that slick and shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword of. Just when you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rape. They hitting the donate, ain't nothing sweet when we come in the
I
place.
say that you ain't fucking with wine. Do not mean kisses, boo, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a pension to come back with a vengeance like Jack the Ripper. Rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like sisters do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I owe.
Snippet like scissors. I love that he referenced Jack the Ripper also because you would think that, oh, that's already been mentioned earlier. It's kind of lazy to just mention it again. But no, it makes a full circle. He said something really clever with chest zippers and Jack the Ripper. So it sounds nice and paints a picture for you. It's just a clever way to describe stitches. But then he also has a clever way of describing scissors while also describing Jack the Ripper. So I think that was just really nice. It kind of ties them two together because they are in a song together. Oh, the moi, I do not mean kisses line. That's funny because moi sounds like a kiss. Not something that I think really stands out, but it's clever to point it out and then be able to use it. But also the fact that he says boo, because I think of a reference to Halloween, like boo, but also maybe a reference to the kissing line because you would kiss someone who you would call your boo. So I don't know if I'm reaching. Maybe these words could just fit with anything and it's really not that deep. But I think that it could work. Somebody could be listening to it and actually think, oh, boo, that's funny, Halloween. And somebody else could be listening to it and think, oh, boo, like you're bae or your boo, because he just said kiss or something.
Pension to come back with a vengeance like Jack the Ripper. Rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking skip it like sisters do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I opened. I was quick, the food used to fly off the handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers, cause I was so quick to pick it to a click like it's Petunia, sick medulla. But thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. Spaghetti sauce and mozzarella on a tray full of pasta. You got a couple of motherfucking train killers on you.
Honestly, it kind of hurts pausing in between these lines because it doesn't look like he's even finished with the entire rhyme scheme, but he just goes on so long that I have to cut it off and I have to pause in between it. So please forgive me. But yes, the entire thing that he's not even done with all goes together so well. One, just because it ties together in reality, like those things go together, those words make sense together, but they also rhyme. Also, the rhyme scheme with pick a tool up, it's Petunia, sick medulla is sprinkled all throughout these 4 bars and are already 4 syllables. Is really artistic because you can see them pop out as he's rhyming along. It's hard to keep up with, but even if you miss 1 or 2, there's so many that you just see a lot of them. Oh, I loved this fool used to fly off the handle like a witch's broom. One, again, it's going with kind of the Halloween theme. When he mentioned earlier Halloween candy bars, I'm gonna go ahead and also say boo, and now he's talking about a witch. But he's still making sense where he's not just randomly talking about Halloween references. He's talking about how this guy used to kind of lose his cool, fly off the handle, so it's clever.
Mozzarella on a tray full of pasta. You got a couple of motherfucking train killers on you. And I'm just being as frank as Sinatra when I be saying that I'ma keep this shit gangster as mobsters. But when you got fanatics going so crazy they mob you, looking like organized crime because you can't get a mafia. And all your motherfucking
Get them off ya? Mafia? Because he's talking about the mafia, but he's also playing with words where get them off ya sounds like it rhymes with mafia just because of how he delivers it. But he's also talking about, he's kind of painting a picture. I mean, if there's a bunch of mobsters and fanatics going crazy because they're fans of you, like what Frank Sinatra probably has to deal with, it also ties into this whole mob mentality and mobbing you and mafia vibes because they're all surrounding you and crowding you, almost about to attack you. So it goes together.
looking like organized crime because you can't get a mafia. And all your motherfucking enemies, they wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny Bitty beat you stomping and making them bark.
Now women treat me like BDK, the king, and they feed me grapes. Either way, I got more on my plate than an all you would eat my face. So better pick a BC day, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say I'm so
The BC date, because your history is shady, is so good. Just because obviously the BC date and history is tied together because BC before Christ is a date and it's history and it's behind you. And shady kind of makes me think of a shadow and it's typically also behind you. Plus it's a shout out to himself because Slim Shady. So that entire line was really good.
So better pick a BC day cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say I'm so evil. They fucking think that Timothy McVeigh and my DNA are exactly the same. But when I leave this game, things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's a need to change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and crack a bottle, cause this is E&J, meaning me and James. Got that avocado, we the sociopaths, so we got your hoe on our laps. So we're going back to Cali so she can blow on our sax.
I liked the playfulness of it's just me and Jay, and then he rhymes that together because it's E and J, and then he starts playing with those letters because it's a reference to his name and LL Cool J, but it is also aiding him in a rhyme scheme. The line that stood out to me the most in here is probably the it's in need of change and I'm the meter maid, because you visually imagine somebody going up and putting change into a meter. But then there's also that person who's a meter maid who's in charge of it. So he's kind of putting the whole responsibility of who's going to make the change to this game, the double meaning with change, is him. He's the one who's in charge. He's the meter maid. So there's imagery that's really cool, which is the meter maid. I also really like the style of the song because instead of it kind of seeming as if in Eminem songs, LL Cool J just starts off the whole thing and then Eminem comes in, or in the vice versa, it's LL Cool J's song and it's featuring Eminem, maybe he would just have one part, but it really felt like they were both in the studio and they kind of just came up with this either together or in the moment at least and went back and forth. I wouldn't say that it felt like a conversation, but it felt like it was definitely just kind of bouncy and felt very flowy, and it didn't feel extremely structured, like it was written down on paper and there was some type of pattern to it, like, hey, it's your turn now. No, I mean, at one point he just came in with a line and then stepped out. So it was cool. I thought that the flow was kind of unexpected, so it kept the song interesting and it was a nice pace. Plus I like LL Cool J and it doesn't really feel like I listen to him very often, so this was a nice opportunity to get to hear him, and I think that they did really well together. I really like the song. There was a lot of lyricism, and of course I already like Eminem, so I hope that you guys like the song too. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out all my links, including my Patreon, where I post more content on there that you don't get to see on here. And I'll see you all next time.